Hello, it's me. Today I'm going to be telling you the new Hover-1 Blast, only for $79. You can buy one of your own. So it's me, and right now I'm actually in my room, and I'm going to be telling you that the new Hover-1 Blast is actually updating every year. So, but I'm going to be showing you the real hoverboard, which is right here. And the real hoverboard is basically looks just like the same version, looks just like the box, and basically the box is basically showing the hoverboard when it's like on, and this is basically off, but later on the video I'm going to be showing you when it's on. So let's go over all the parts. So you can easily see the parts when you go into the when you open the box and you find like the manual, which is right here. This is like the manual. It comes in like a pack like this. As you can see, this is like the Hover-1 manual. It's only like the manual of the Blast. So if you're wondering, what about like a manual of every single like Hover-1 together? Well, it's not my problem. So let me tell you that you should always wear a helmet when you ride. So that's what you should always do when you're riding and get outside. Now, the parts are really cool, actually, because as normal, if you never had a hoverboard before, the parts of a hoverboard are gonna have weird names. So let me just tell you what they are right now. So the part where, let me show you. So it should be really obvious that all the parts are going to be something that really does with hoverboard. And sometimes, I don't know, there might be a few new parts, and let's just check it out. Let's just check it out what all the new parts of the Hover-1 Blast are. So right here is our hoverboard. Maybe now you could see a bit better. And the hoverboard is really big and it's really cool. So let's just go over the parts now. Now this is the fender. And I think it's more like those parts where you can take grip of your legs. And then this is the left foot mat, and this is the right foot mat. This is the battery indicator. So the cool fact about the battery indicator is that when you're charging, and you can put the hoverboard on, and it will basically do something cool. So let me show you, So let me show you that the real cool thing about a hoverboard is that the battery indicator can actually have this beeping sign, and like the battery sign goes red when you're like on the really low battery. And if you keep your hoverboard on while it's charging, it will show you like this orange colored charging sign, and it's going to be basically meaning that it's charging right at the moment. So the next part is the tires. The tires are made out of rubber, not plastic. So that's basically a good sign. and then right out. Let me just flip this for you guys. So as you can see, that gray button right here is the power button. You can on it, and you click it, and your hoverboard basically ons. And while it's charging, if you click that button, it will the battery indicator would glow. Would have this charging sign that glow orange. This, as you can see, which is closed, this is the battery port. So you can put your charger in. You can basically plug your charger into this. And that's basically all the parts of the Hover-1 Blast. It might be a little, it's not too detailed, or it might be a little detailed, but it is pretty good. Now, let me tell you all about the charger. Now, let's get back onto the screen. This is basically the charger. Now, let me tell you the facts about the charger. The charger kind of has a different design. As you can see, like right here, it has a different design. This is what actually, this is what you plug into the charging port. It's kind of difficult when you first get it, so you should ask a parent to charge if you don't really know how to do it, because you don't want to break the charging port. So this is a different design, so I'd rather you'd rather want to ask your parents to plug it in. And now this right here is the adapter. And right here, the charging adapter, you don't get confused with another charging adapter with this one. If you have another hoverboard, you might get confused, but this is basically but this has the sign right here, Hover-1. It says so. So you don't have to get confused. And then you see this. If you see this thing right here, this camera looking thing right here, it's kind of basically when you plug it in, if it says red, if you plug it in and this thing beeps red, it looks red if your hoverboard isn't charged fully, and it looks green if it is charged fully. So that's a good thing, and that means when your hoverboard's gonna get charged. So it's a pretty good feature that Hover-1 made about this Hover-1 Blast. So let's get back on the camera and let me show you the Hover-1 again. There we go. That's the Hover-1. Now this is how you're gonna plug it's easy as normal. You plug it in normally, just like how you plug in your iPad charger. All you have to do is just click it into these two holes with these two rectangular things. Just connect it as normal. You might need, if you can't do it, you can ask a parent for help. That's always, you can do it if you want. So that's pretty much easy. Right now it's going green, but I did that, and it's not connected to the hoverboard charger. Now, that means that when it goes on like that, when it's not connected, that means it actually is connected to the charging port of my house. So that means that the charger actually works right now, and whenever you plug the charging thing right here into your hoverboard, it is going to charge. But if it doesn't glow, or it glows red, maybe it glows red, so that means that that it's not charging. It's not connected So that's like a pretty good thing, but I actually like the feature. So what we're gonna do one more thing, and before we ride it. So let me show you like the cool thing about the hoverboard. Let me just on it, but let's not ride it. Right here is your hoverboard, and this is how it looks when you on your hoverboard. So as you can see, that's like the camera. That it's going green, which means it's charged right now. I actually like this feature. So let's get started on riding it. But let me tell you right now, you can also ride this indoors. So we're gonna ride this indoors. Alrighty. It's actually, we just gotta ride it in here. As you can see, the hoverboard's right here. And the wheels are basically glow, like have this rainbow thing. It's a really cool feature, but I'd rather like recommend Hover-1 to just keep it on one color, like the Hover-1 Rebel. So you get on like this. As you can see, it's really fun riding the hoverboard. And as you can see, it's basically like a feeling. You have this feeling. And I just crashed right now. So it's really fun riding the Hover-1 Blast. The max speed. Now let me tell you that let's go on. Now that we're like done riding it, it's actually fun. There's no use like riding on the camera. It's not like fun. So let me show you everything and all the specs about the Hover-1 Blast. So we need to get off that has that cool sound right there, and it has like that real cool sound. Now you have to click this button right here I was talking about earlier. Right, that. Click that thing right there. Let's click it. And now when you off it, you hear that beeping sound. Now let me tell you all the specs, and then we're gonna be done. So we have the specs, all the specs right here, and the features. So let's get started. The specs is the max weight is 160 lbs. The tires are 6.5 inches tall. The max speed of the hoverboard is 7 miles per hour, which means if you go faster than 7 miles per hour, it's gonna beep red, and there's likely a chance you might get hijacked off the hoverboard. And the max distance per charge is 3 miles. So if you charge it once, it can go 3 miles. The features are multicolor wheel lights. It's LED lights, multicolor wheels, and front sensor headlights are also LED. So they have the sensor headlights. So I think we have to wrap up here today with our Hover-1, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Bye. And before sayonara, let me just tell you, if you like the video, please like and subscribe and hit the notification bells for more if you want to know more about the Hover-1 Blast. Sayonara.